guys, PirateKingVictor here again with another Wi-Fi battle. This is my third time narrating this battle because I don't know how to save a narration for my life. So yeah, he goes for Super Fang, I go for the Ice Punch with my Machamp, and figuring from the name he's bulky, so I knew I was going to take him out. And after the Super Fang I figured he was bulky, so yeah. I wasn't really fearing the Brave Bird because of the fact that he's bulky. So I switch out into the Swampert on the predicted roost, which works well, but I didn't want to over-predict here. I went straight for the Stealth Rocks, didn't want to go for like Ice Beam or something, and he goes for like Toxic. I don't know what I was thinking, but he goes for Toxic on this switch, and I switch out here figuring he would switch, fearing my Trick, so I wasn't really afraid of that. He goes into Raikou, and I'm assuming he's Scarfed, and he doesn't take out my Machamp. I live with 2 HP, and I get a Dynamic Punch off, which doesn't kill Raikou, which sucks, but honestly don't care. He goes for Thunderbolt here and takes on my Machamp, which is cool. He didn't get hacks, which was good. This match really didn't have a lot of hacks, which I was really happy about. Except for, yeah, I get my Stealth Rocks up, which is good. Except for right here, it's a little bit of hacks. Right here, he gets a crit Shadow Ball and takes on my Swampert, which sucks, but at least I get a free switch into my Tyranitar. I wasn't sure what kind he was. I figure he was Scarf. I really couldn't tell. He stays in, figuring if I was Scarfed he could live Pursuit, but I'm not Scarf, I am Banded, so he does not take that and he goes down, which is good. I switch out here, he switches into Gallade. I figure a fighting move, I wasn't going to over-predict again. I go into Rotom. I am poisoned, and the Sandstorm is just racking up the damage, but after seeing this, I can't switch out. I have to try to break this sub so he can't set anything up. So he goes for sub again, he keeps going for sub, and I just keep going for Shadow Ball. I have to break this sub. I have to get it down enough so I can revenge kill it, or bring in my Breloom and do some work. I figure with the leftovers he's a bulky Gallade. So yeah, I keep going for Shadow Ball here, keep breaking this sub, and yeah, so I break the sub here. He goes for Bulk Up on this turn, and after the Sandstorm and the Toxic, I'm brought down to about 12, I think, 17 HP, and he can take me out with a Shadow Sneak, which is good for him. But seeing how he's bulky, I figure he's not that fast, so I can bring in somebody slow but faster than him, which would be my Breloom, seeing as how Gallades are really slow anyway. I bring in Breloom, I go for the Spore. Wasn't going to try anything crazy. He stays in, I get my Toxic Orb, and he stays asleep. I get my sub off, which is what I wanted, just so I can safely punch and Seed Bomb things from behind it, like a Breloom does. I don't really use Breloom that often. I tried it out a couple times. It's fun if you set it up properly. If not, there's no reason to have it. Like, there's just no reason. Yeah, so I go for Seed Bomb on a switch. He switches to Nidoqueen, which sucks. And I wasn't using calcs or anything, and plus my brain wasn't working, so I wasn't really sure of both of my moves aren't very effective. So I just kept, I don't think they are. So I just kept going for, I went for Seed Bomb first turn, Focus Punch second turn, and Focus Punch is not very effective, but it does about as much as Seed Bomb, so I just thought I'd get the Seed Bomb off. And yeah. He goes for Super Fang here. He brought out my Tyranitar with Roar, which I'm okay with. He goes into Metagross here. I was fearing the Bullet Punch or Meteor Mash. Honestly, I was fearing the Agility, but I don't know. So I figured Breloom could take it better, but he doesn't. So I just get Bullet Punch to death, and Breloom is done. That's what I get for using Breloom. And yeah, so I figure he's Choice Banded. I'm not positive at this point. And yeah, so I go into Heatran as he switches out to Gallade. and I get my sub up, which is good, and I go for Earth Power here, and it takes a little Glade, and now I know he's choice banded because I outspeed him with the Heatran, and figuring how much damage he did to my Bloom, I can figure he's choice banded. So I go for Fire Blast here. It takes him out, and yeah, Metagross is down, which is good. Once you set Heatran up, sometimes like sub Heatran Life Orb, he wrecks teams, but you don't want to set him up too early because he can be stopped by a few things. You want to get the major threats out of the way. This team really wasn't that big of a problem for him, but I didn't want to take the risk, so I set him up late. So yeah, Heatran, and I go for Hit him out Electric. It doesn't take him out after Stealth Rocks and Sandstorm. He lives with like very little HP. I figured he'd roost here, so I went for Earth Power, and that was a good prediction on my part. It ended that stall where that could have been possible. And yeah, I take out the Crobat. So let's thank God that happened. And he goes in the Raikou after I'm behind my sub, so he can't do anything. And yeah, he's Scarfed. I've figured out at this point. And I go for the Earth Power to take him out. And yeah, that was a good game. TheFlamingSpade, go check him out. Definitely go check him out. Catch you guys later. Rate, comment, sub. I really like, if you could like my videos, that would really help my videos out. So thank you. Rate, comment, sub, guys. Peace.